Hey, what's up, guys? It's Foster from English no Cru. It is 2019, and we are back. And I'm back with Alexia, and she has an important message for you.
Feliz Ano Novo, feliz 2019, estamos muito felizes em estarmos de volta. E claro que a gente não pode deixar de falar sobre o nosso querido parceiro Cambly. Cambly é uma plataforma online de ensino de inglês, ou seja, você vai entrar nessa plataforma, vai falar com nativos da língua inglesa e você vai ter a melhor experiência possível. É muito simples e é muito fácil, muito legal. E o melhor, você vai ter uma aula de graça, porque nós somos muito, muito, muito legais com vocês. É simples, entra no cambly.com ou no aplicativo do Cambly no seu celular e coloca o cupom, que é o referral code, chamado Inglês Nu e Cru. Tudo junto em letra minúscula. Então, o cupom é Inglês Nu e Cru. Desse jeito, você vai ganhar uma aula de graça, vai poder falar com o nativo, falar inglês e vai ser maravilhoso.
Oh, yeah. That is Cambly. C-A-M-B-L-Y. If you want to speak English in 2019, you're going to have to speak with native speakers. You can do it for free with Cambly and English no Cru. Let's get on with the show.
Yeah, let's start.
Oi, fala aí, pessoal. Bom dia. Você está escutando o Inglês no Rádio. I am your host, Foster Hodge. This is your daily dose of English. Hey, Alexia, happy New Year. Happy 2019. Happy 2019. Great start.
Happy New Year. Happy 2019. I'm very happy to be here with you guys, and I'm back. I'm back on track.
Yes, I think that is the most important thing. That honestly, I tried to do some stuff by myself. I tried to have conversations with other people, and they were really cool. But I think the magic of English no Cru is Alexia. So everyone is super, super happy to have you back, including myself.
Thank you. Thank you, everyone. I was missing, but can I start with one thing that I really want to ask you?
Sure, go for it.
I always get confused when I have to say to someone, when I had to ask someone what are they going to do during the Ano Novo, right? And the first thing that comes to my head is what are you going to do on the New Year? But it's completely wrong.
Yeah, you do have a lot of problems with this. So the correct way, or at least the most common and the most natural way to say this is, what are you going to do for New Year's?
For New Year's. And why do we say years?
Because you are actually talking about New Year's Eve. So it's the eve of the new year.
Okay, now I got it.
Yeah, you understand the word Eve, right?
I do.
Just like Christmas Eve, it's the day before something.
Yeah, exactly.
Cool. So, Alexia, I was thinking to get started for the new year on the right foot. We should start by talking about last year, about 2018, some of the good things, some of the bad things.
So long time ago.
Yeah, it was 2 days ago.
Yeah, well, 2018 was a very, very good year for us. We could go to 7 different countries. Is that right?
I have no idea. That's kind of what I wanted to ask you today.
Chile, Argentina, Uruguay, Brazil for me, United States for you and me, and Portugal, 6. Sorry.
Spain.
No, and Spain, 7.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Yeah. So for you, 6, for me, 7.
Damn it. You beat me.
I always beat you.
Yeah. So I think that's a good place to start talking about our year, is just the different places we went to, what we thought about them, that kind of thing. Does that sound good?
Yeah, let's start it.
Okay. So, Alexia, where did we start our new year?
Chile. We went to Chile. We stayed there for more or less 20 days, more or less. I don't remember.
Yeah. So technically, I started the New Year's in the U.S. and you in Brazil, but very shortly after that, we met up in Chile. And just a quick note, I think most Americans or most English speakers in general would say Chile, but because I speak Spanish, that just sounds really stupid to me. So I say Chile. You can say either one, but if you want to be cool and sophisticated and sound like a pretentious asshole, I would probably say Chile.
I never ever heard anyone saying Chile.
Yeah. You know, there's a...
Chili is a type of food.
Yeah, it's a pepper. Yeah.
Yeah.
There's also a very famous chain restaurant in the U.S. that I don't think you've been to. It's not very good, but it's called Chili's. And they're very famous for their ribs. Ribs are costelas.
Uh-huh.
And they have a famous commercial that goes, I want my baby back, baby back, baby back, baby back, Chili's, baby back ribs.
Yeah. Okay, so we started in Chile.
Starting the new year, just as we ended, just talking about stupid stuff, because I think that's...
And this time it's not me.
So what'd you think about Chile? We went to 3 different places: Valparaíso, Santiago, and Viña del Mar. Which one was your favorite?
Valparaíso.
Same.
Yeah, it was my second time in Chile, so I knew already what I was going to see. The first time I spent 1 month there, so I used to know pretty well. But this time with you, of course, I explored a little bit more.
Yeah. So is there anything in particular that you liked about Valparaíso more than the other cities we visited?
Yeah, how there was no like city organizing, like não teve planejamento, sabe?
Yeah, you could say
na hora de...
a very organized city, or the lack of organization, perhaps.
No, but I'm saying about like when they were building the city, they didn't think about the streets and the houses and how it's supposed to be, things like that, because Chile used to be one of the Valparaíso used to be one of the most important portos of the world.
How you say portos?
Ai, esqueci.
It's going to be really easy.
Porto.
Not that easy. Ports.
Yeah, ports.
Yeah. It is a beautiful city. You have the ocean. You have a lot of different hills. What I really loved about Valparaíso was it had this really artistic vibe. Like, it really made me want to read more and read poetry and watch movies. I don't know.
Yeah, the only thing that I don't like about the city that Chile is the dogs on the streets.
Yeah, Chile does have a lot of street dogs, which Alexia doesn't like because all of these dogs don't have a home. But Alexia also loved because you were always just sitting in the middle of the street playing with dogs that could be dangerous.
Yeah, but, well, I don't care.
Yeah. Okay. So after Chile, we went to Argentina.
Argentina. Right? Yeah.
Yeah.
Don't cry for me, Argentina.
So in Argentina, we just stayed in Buenos Aires. Again,
awesome city. Amazing.
English speakers, most Americans will say Buenos Aires. And that's really difficult for me to say because I sound like such a gringo.
Let me try it. You are a gringo, amor.
Não sou.
É sim.
Você é gringa.
Eu não sou gringa, você é gringo.
Você é portuguesa.
Exactly. I am not a gringa in Europe and at Mercosur.
Okay, whatever. So try to say Buenos Aires.
Buenos Aires.
Nice. Good gringo accent.
Buenos Aires. So we stayed there for 10 days, more or less.
I think 15 days.
And it was amazing. Amazing. That city is one that I really, really want to go back and explore a little bit more.
Beautiful, beautiful city. What I loved about Buenos Aires is it's just a beautiful city to walk around in. You know, you have beautiful architecture, a lot of green spaces.
Yeah, you know that Buenos Aires was built to be the Paris of South America. So everything that they made there, that they built, was to be really, really similar to Paris.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, I could see that. I mean, there are a lot of places that say we've already recorded an episode saying that Asheville is the Paris of the Southeast. A lot of people say that Beirut is the Paris of the Mediterranean, I suppose. It's just kind of a cliche nowadays, but I do agree.
Well, just like Rio. Downtown Rio was supposed to be like Paris with the boulevard.
Oh, yeah, that went well.
Don't say that. Excuse me.
No, I think Rio.
You can't say bad things about Brazil or Rio.
I'm not saying bad things. I think Rio is a fantastically beautiful city, one of my favorite cities in the world, but it certainly does not remind me of Paris.
Nowadays that you can walk downtown Rio, there are no cars passing by. It's much better.
Yeah, cool. So after Argentina, we went to Uruguay.
I love Uruguay so much.
Me too, but I think most Americans would say Uruguay.
That's really hard. Uruguay.
Yeah, and just for everyone to know, these things are really hard for me too, just because I've traveled in Latin America. I speak Spanish and Portuguese. It sounds really, really stupid.
Oh my God, you're so international. You are so international.
I'm trying to make a linguistic point here, Alexia. I'm just saying it is much more natural for me to say Uruguay. And if you say Uruguay, most Americans will understand you, or they should understand you. And if they don't, it is not your fault. It's their fault.
That's true. Let me take a quick pause here. And just because I was making fun of you saying that you are very international, but you know that I have two friends who are a couple that they are very international as well. They travel a lot. They just came back from Amazonas and
the Amazon.
And I discovered that Ana, Diogo's girlfriend, she listens to us every single day and she loves it. And I didn't know that. So, hey, Hannah.
That's awesome.
That's amazing.
Cool. So one correction real quick, Alexia. My first real correction of the year. I can't wait. So the word discover, you are still saying almost discover.
É verdade. Discover.
Então, um som bem relaxado. Discovered. Much, much better. 2019 resolution, Alexia, and the schwa sound, pelo amor de Deus. We're going to fix it.
Okay. We went to Montevideo, one of our favorite cities in the world. I think that we were very surprised with it. We didn't expect every single thing that we saw and experienced it and ate. The food is amazing. The people are amazing. So we loved it.
Yeah. So one more quick
meu Deus.
gringo thing. No, this isn't you. Obviously, I would say Montevideo or Montevideo, but English speakers would say Montevideo, I believe.
Or they would ask, where is it?
Yeah, probably more likely. But an absolutely beautiful city. What I loved about Montevideo is I don't think we took a taxi or Uber the entire time except to and from the airport.
Yeah, we say that Ciudad Vieja.
Alexia's Spanish is doing awesome in 2019.
Much better than 2 years ago. You had to admit that.
Absolutely. We stayed in the old city, downtown, and you can walk everywhere. It's awesome.
Yeah, but how do I say this in Spanish?
Ciudad Vieja.
Ciudad Vieja.
Ajá. Ciudad Vieja.
Okay, amor, this is an English podcast.
So we started
after that. Sorry, go ahead.
So I'm saying we started off the year in South America. We did a little bit of Brazil, then we did Chile.
No, you didn't.
I said you did.
Tá.
Then we had Chile, Argentina, Uruguay. Which was your favorite out of all of those places and why?
Uruguay. I mean, I wasn't expecting that much. I thought that Uruguay is a very, very small country. And
yeah, there's I think less than 3 million people in the entire country, which is smaller than the state of South Carolina where I live, which is like one of the smallest states in the U.S. So small country.
So organized, and there are so many farms and beautiful architecture.
Mm-hmm.
And because of all the history of Uruguay, Italians, Brazilians, English people, and then Italians and everything like that. So, and it was amazing to know a little bit more about our neighbors, because they are, and how they can speak perfectly English, Portuguese, and of course, Spanish.
Yeah, that's what I was going to mention about Uruguay. It's a great place to visit because they have a really, really robust tourism industry. I think just because they're such a small country, they know that they have to speak English, and because of their proximity to Brazil, most people speak Portuguese, but it's not like overrun with tourists. You walk around and it's not like you're just hearing Americans speak English or a bunch of Chinese people. It really feels authentic.
And it was the walking tour that we did. It was the most amazing one. It was a perfect one.
Yeah, it was awesome.
Yeah. So go to Montevideo. It's amazing.
Yeah. So let me ask you one more question, a little bit different, Alexia. Out of all of the cities we visited at the start of the year in South America, if you had to live in one of those cities, not just visit, would it still be Montevideo or would you change?
I think that would be Buenos Aires.
Interesting. Why?
Yeah. Because Buenos Aires, there are more stuff to do. Like there are a lot of theaters and urban things to discover. There we go.
And one more thing, Alexia. You said there are a lot of stuff to do. You should say there is a lot of stuff. This is a very, very common Brazilian mistake. That stuff is always singular. So I have a lot of stuff to do. There is a lot of stuff to do, etc.
So there is a lot of stuff to do, a lot of concerts and restaurants and everything that you want in a city. They have. And if you want to visit Uruguay, you just take a ferry boat, and in 1 hour and a half you're there, and you can spend the night, the weekend, Montevideo, and come back.
Yeah, it's pretty easy.
Yeah, and what about you?
I think I would say this. I don't know. I love Buenos Aires. Honestly, I think I would choose Montevideo for both because number one, I don't think we will ever have enough money to live in Buenos Aires. And number two, Montevideo is just so laid back, so chill, so calm that I really felt like at peace, less stressed out. I just thought it was a beautiful, beautiful place.
Yeah. Well, I'm down for whatever.
I know you are. You always are. So, Alexia, I think we can end here today, and then we'll pick up tomorrow talking about the rest of our travels. And then throughout this week and next week, we'll continue giving a little year in review from 2018. And then we'll start talking about our big plans and stuff that we're going to do in 2019. Sound good?
Yeah, sound good.
All right, guys. It is great to be back. It's great to have Alexia back. We will talk to you tomorrow.
Bye.
Hey guys, thanks so much for listening to another episode of Inglês no Rádio. If you like what we do, if you want to support the show, here's what you can do. Leave a rating and review on Apple Podcasts or Android, wherever you listen to the podcast. It really helps other people discover the show. And you can sign up for our VIP newsletter. So each time we release new courses, early discounts for Sound School, new worksheets, special discounts, the people on our newsletter are the first to know. So if you are interested in the things we are doing, go to inglesnucru.com and sign up. And as always, keep up the good fight and lose well. Até já.